Yo, 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 what's going on guys? Reese here from More Than Lifting, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build your Gravity Fitness pull-up bar. Let's get into it. Right guys, so building this pull-up bar then. So Gravity Fitness make these pull-up bars, they come in a nice little bag. It's a 9-piece kit. So there's 9 bits of metal and they all fit together and make a lovely little pull-up bar, okay? It can go indoors, it can go out in the garden, you can put it in your car, take it down the park, whatever you fancy. They're actually a really good piece of kit. And yeah, so let's have a look at how we put them together. Right, so we got a bag. This is a bag with all the kit in it. It comes with 9 bits of metal and clips as well. A baggie with some clips in. This is where I do my training indoors, my little room. This used to be like a dining room, but we never used to eat at the tables, so we just chucked it out. And yeah, so this is where I do it. You can see where the pull-up bar used to live before, so that's the kind of area that it's reasonably big, but that's just on the floor. That doesn't really get in your way. You can step over it, simple. And yeah, all right, cool. So let's open it up. Right, so I've got everything out. This is kind of what it looks like. We got the feet here. These are the bottom bits. They go this side and this side respectively. All right, Nike. Then we got the 2 leg bits. These two, they basically form the uprights. And then we got 4 poles here for the uprights themselves, and then the actual bit that you put on to hang off, the actual handlebar bit, the pull-up bar. Oh, and we got a little baggie over here with all the clips in. Cleared everything out of the way that we don't need. I'm left with just the base here. So we got the 2 ends and then the 2 uprights that go in the middle, and they fit together really easy. I'm gonna show you now. Right, so we need a good bit where we need a bit of space we can actually put these bars so we know where they go in. This is like where I had them before. I'm just going to put them back here. And then we put one end in like so. And then we put the other end in like so. These are great because they're just push fit. So they just slide on. It's really easy to actually put together. Very, very simple. But there are some bits, like Gravity Fitness, their actual instructions aren't particularly good. As you can see, place part 2, part 3, use 2, part 2, part 1, part 2. It's pretty shit. So what we do is we just do it ourselves and make a cool little video to help you guys do it. Right, so these aren't very secure, like these move. Right, so we're relying on them staying up right here as we build the thing so that we don't hurt ourselves or break a window or something. So, just FYI. Right, now what we can do though is we put one of the uprights into here, and then we get our baggie with our little locking clips. Just push straight in nice, right in there. In. Now it doesn't matter, but I like the clips on the outside, so there's no chance of you rubbing on the inside with it. I mean, that's just me. It's not based on any reality, I don't think. Alright, so that's anyway how one piece fits. Alright, the base doesn't have any locks. Alright, it doesn't have any locking clips. I guess that's just because it has to go on the floor. But it is a bit of a nuisance when you have to move it about because these can kind of slip out. Actually, to be honest, it doesn't happen so much in these Gravity ones. I've used the Pull-Up Mate pop-up ones, which are basically the same as this. There's slight differences. And yeah, their base falls out, the feet fall out of them all the time. Anyway, next pole. So the next pole then just goes in the other side. Exactly the same situation. That goes in, locking clip, whack that in. Lock it up. All right? Right, guys, so we got our first 2 uprights in, and now it's time for the next phase, yeah, stacking them up even higher, all right? So, Gravity Fitness, right, in their instructions, they want us to put these on top of here. All right? Now, the only problem with that, you can see these are relatively stable, standing up here, you put the locking clip in. But the only problem with it is they can just fall. All right, so it's not really such a good idea, especially indoors. Outdoors might not matter if it just bangs and wrecks your patio or something, but indoors, it's a bit more trouble. So what I recommend, instead of doing that, is put it into here and build it that way round. All right, and once you've got it in here, you just put the locking clip on again. Straight through. And round. All right, and then the same this side. So we go in, locking clip. Where is it? Perfect. So now this is stable and this is stable. Alright guys, now we've got two parts of our pull-up bar sorted. Alright, all we got to do is put these together. Alright? Right then guys, now we've got our two halves of our pull-up bar. We've got our hanging half and our base. Alright, so now we've just got to connect these together. Alright, and now that these is just a one piece, it's a lot more stable than it would have if it had the two on. And we were just trying to put the hanging bit on, the actual top bit. Because it's so high, it's above your head and it's wobbling everywhere. I think doing it this way around, especially indoors, is safer. All right, so what we do is we grab these by here, get these, and then we go here, one in, twist to the other one, get that in. Nice. All right, and that way it's never rickety about, it's never falling over and smashing any windows. Lock and clip in, clip. Right guys, when you're putting your bar in, remember to watch out for your ceiling, watch out for lights and other obstacles and things that could be broken when you're putting it in. Always put one in first and then twist it to line up with the other one so it slides on nicely. Alright, if you try and put them both on together, you're more likely to knock one either direction and just fuck it up and make it difficult for yourself. Alright, so one at a time, bring it into the other one, it's so much easier, okay? Whack the last locking clips in and then we've got a fully functioning, completely constructed home pull-up bar, and that is awesome. Right guys, that is it. So that is the Gravity Fitness pull-up bar done, construction complete. All right, you can hang, you can do your pulls, you can do leg raises, you can do levers, whatever you fancy. Honestly, this is brilliant bit of kit. Definitely get your hands on one. Did I mention it comes with a cool bag? Right guys, so now the only thing to do is to take it down. All right, and to take it down, to be honest with you, I recommend not taking it down very much because it's just a pain in the ass, really. I find having it set up more means I train more. Yeah, and that's one thing that is so easy not to do because you have to put up, oh, I can't be asked to put up the pull-up bar, or you put stuff in the way. So then the space where your pull-up bar usually lives is out of bounds, all right, and that sucks because then it puts you off building the pull-up bar in the first place, all right? So you can't always, I understand, you can't always have it put up all the time. So the bag is handy, all right, but indoors, outdoors, you can just put it up, throw it up in 3.5 minutes, take it down in 3.5 minutes. You don't have rambling Reese in the corner talking you through every bit, so it's nice and quick. And to take it apart, you literally go through exactly the same steps. So you just unclip the middle ones, like that. Stand on the bar, the poles at the bottom, and then grab hold of it, pop it up, lay it down. All right, and then you just dismantle it in the exact way we went through. So take these out, stack them, put that in the bag. Take these bits, stack them, put them in the bag. Do the feet, put them in the bag. All right, and then the brilliant thing about that is it's waiting to be unpacked in the right order to put up. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4 bits out to start off with and do the base. Then you take 4 bits out and do 2 bits out and do these. Then you take the top out, the actual pull-up bar, and then the other 2 supports, build that part. Put it together, all right. So you can do it quickly, efficiently, all right. And you don't risk smashing your window or your garden door or anything else from stuff just not being secure enough or not being a bit wobbly, basically, because these are all prefab bits, all right. So they might not be like particularly tight all the time. The more you use them, they might get a bit loose, might get a bit wonky or whatever. So don't get in the habit of building it in a dangerous way right from the start, all right? Build it in the safest way you can. You can even do it without these, but I like to have these in because then this is when you're actually putting them together, it's at a reasonable height here. If it's too low, you've got to be cooped down on the ground. You're trying to support something that's a lot heavier from on a much bigger lever right down the bottom to get it into these 2 little supports down the bottom. It's much more difficult. So always build these first, put the first ones in, then build this, and then put it together that way. All right, it's just a lot easier, a lot safer. All right, guys, this is a fantastic bit of training equipment. Honestly, a brilliant bit of training equipment. Pull-up bars, like, unless you've got your door frame one, they're quite hard to do at home. And even with your door frame pull-up bar, they're quite hard. You're always compromising with the door frame pull-up bar. All right, they're cheap and they're good to get started, but you can't do your levers on them, very, very safe. All right, and you can't do hanging leg raises at all. And you can even do muscle ups on this. All right, you've still got your neutral grip, kind of, if you wanted to do like a parallel or a neutral grip pull. If you just wanted to do regular stuff, you can do wide safely. The only thing you can't do on these really is typewriters or anything kicked, because as soon as you do typewriters, you're going back and forth like this, and as soon as you're doing anything kicked, you're going back and forth like this. All right, you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to fall off, topple in at, I don't know what, 2 meters high, I guess that is, probably. Just at 2 meters high, you don't want to be toppling around just in your garden on your patio, just for the sake of doing something kipped. All right, just do stuff strong instead and actually smash out your reps. All right, guys, listen, get your hands on one of these bits of kit. Pull-up mate, also do them, they're really good too. You are still compromising to an extent with these, like with everything, but it's not nearly, you can do so much more on this than you can with a pull-up bar, like a door frame pull-up bar. All right, so it's a great bit of kit to have at your house, and you can build them in the garden too. Exactly the same, it's just a bit nippy out there today, so I want to do it inside. All right, that's it. Yeah, guys, that is it for this video. All right, if you like what you heard, give us a subscribe, hit that bell notifications button as well so you always get notified when we put a new video out. If you want to get your hands on these, go to Gravity Fitness. Just search it in Google or gravity.fitness on Instagram, or you can even buy them on Amazon and get them next day delivery. Alright, so yeah, do that. Actually, I'll put a link in for Amazon below. It will be an affiliate link, so if you do purchase through it, I will get a small commission. But you're just helping to support the show and more than lifting and everything I do with it. Alright guys, so get yourself a pull-up bar, smash out your reps, learn some cool skills in 2019, and I'll catch you in the next one.